We say paka paka. Those are paka pakas. Thongs?
Thongs. First thing that comes to mind is the panties. What if you needed to buy some thongs and thongs? Hello!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like every time I learn something new.
And it's like a conversation point when you meet someone from that country. I know this slang.
Yeah.
And you learn how to pronounce words differently because we do pronounce words differently, and that allows you to communicate better with other people.
So in the US, we call these flip-flops.
In the UK, we also say flip-flops.
In Australia, we call them thongs.
They are flip-flops, yeah, flip-flops. But the thing is, right, we have so many languages in South Africa. So we use some of our native language to describe some of the words. So can I say what we would actually say? We say paka paka. Those are paka pakas.
So it sounds like
The sound.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like
That it sounds like the
sounds like the sound.
Yeah.
Thongs?
thongs. Now I would, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, first thing that comes to mind is the panties.
Of course.
However, I think way back in the day, a lot of people from the States called it thongs. And it may also depend on your state. Maybe some people still call it thongs, but mostly, like, I would think of the panties.
I think in the UK they wouldn't particularly know, but I've just heard it a lot now. Immediately know thongs.
Yeah.
This thong, this thong.
But like, don't you get confused though? If I were to send you to the store, please get me some tongs. What are you gonna get for me?
I guess it depends on where it's from that asked. Because like if I was gonna say that, I expect you to get me flip-flops. But if I was American, I guess you're getting me the other thing.
What if you needed to buy some thongs and thongs?
We don't call these thongs. We call that the G-string.
Yeah.
So, like,
Okay. So in the US, we would call these bangs.
In the UK we would call these fringe.
Yeah, Australia too. We say fringe.
We say a bit of both. We say both. We say either fringe or bangs. Like if you want to be fancy, you say bangs.
I feel like it's the opposite for us. I feel like most people call it bangs, but if you want to be fancy or just be a little different, maybe some people will call it fringe.
Maybe like little ones.
Like this.
Well, for me, it's not natural. Like, unless you get like hair extensions. Ponytails.
Ponytails?
Ponytails?
Pigtails.
Pigtails? This is not braid for you.
I mean, it is a braid, but that's pigtails.
Pigtail braid?
The two.
Yeah, pigtail braids.
Ponytail.
Yeah.
This is a ponytail. No? Because it's like a ponytail.
Everything is the generalizing.
Ponytail.
Wow.
I call these plaits.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fancy way to say
Plaits.
braids for us, but
Yeah,
we
braids
would
is like,
understand
ugh.
plaits, yeah. So in the US, we would call this chapstick.
In the UK we will call this lip balm.
In Australia, we call it lip balm.
Yeah, it's lip ice.
Lip ice.
Even if it's another brand, it's still lip ice.
Oh, there's a brand called Lip Ice?
There is a brand called lip ice, yeah.
Ah, so that's where it
Yeah. Even if you're using soft lips or whatever, it's still lip ice.
When I hear lip ice, I would think of those, chapstick or lip balm that would feel icy, like the minty ones.
I think a lot of people also just call everything Vaseline. Like amongst like my age, because we were really into Vaseline, so we just kind of called them all Vaseline.
Wait,
Yeah.
you use Vaseline on your lips as
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
the
From the
most
tub?
popular. A little tub, or we had these tins that were like Vaseline.
So the US, we would call these pants.
In the UK, we would call these trousers.
In Australia, we call them pants. It's the same.
well? Pants. That word broek is not something I would say because I'm not Afrikaans. So we just say pants.
Does pants mean pants?
Underpants.
Underpants.
Yeah. Interesting.
Could get confusing, pants and trousers. Or usually we just specify like particular like jeans. Or leggings, suit trousers, or
I think, we just kind of generalize and say pants.
Exactly. Khakis, I'm like,
Put on your pants.
what's what?
Hurry up. Where in the US, we would say swimsuit.
in the UK we would say swimming costume or cosy for short.
In Australia, we usually call those bathers or swimsuit, but bathers.
We say swim costume.
It's so long when you think about it. Swimming costume.
Swimming
Yeah.
costume.
Yeah. Swimming costume.
Yeah.
I like cozies. I didn't know about cozies. Interesting. Use that word.
I think maybe a lot of people wouldn't from the States. We don't hear that word often, so maybe it would be a little confusing unless they are like influenced by other countries. In the US, we would say sweater, I guess.
In the UK, this in particular would be a sweatshirt, but the knitted ones we would call jumpers. Specify either sweatshirt or jumper, depending on the material.
I think in Australia we call this a jumper.
In South Africa, we just call this a jersey.
Jersey.
Oh, jersey. That's
Oh, that could be confusing.
super confusing.
American, yeah.
Because jersey is like the sports jersey.
Yeah,
Jersey,
I
right?
know there's like, go put on your jersey. We mean something's warm. Whatever you can find, put it on.
I never knew that.
But of course, I know it's a sweater. Oh, yes.
So in the US, we would call these popsicles.
In the UK, we would call these ice lollies.
In Australia we call them icy poles.
Well, in South Africa, a lot of us would call this ice cream. Even though it's not ice cream, I know it's an ice lolly, but we would say ice cream.
Oh, cool. It's totally different in the States. Like ice cream would be like a bowl of ice cream, and then a popsicle would be the one on the stick.
Because it's even made with like different ingredients. Ice cream made with cream and ice lollies, I don't know, what do they put?
Fruit? I guess it depends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Icy pole is interesting.
Yeah.
Icy pole, yeah.
Yeah.
Icy pole.
Icy pole.
It's on a pole.
And it's icy.
Yeah. We have another word, like we would say like ice pop, which could be for this, but it's kind of more like the long stick
Oh,
ones
yeah,
that
we
you
also- yeah, ice
you
pop,
buy
yes,
like
ice
not
pop.
frozen.
In the US, these are just markers.
In the UK, maybe I'm old. I would say like this is either a whiteboard pen or a permanent marker pen. So I guess we would say marker, but usually we would say like either a whiteboard pen or a permanent marker pen. I don't know why we like making everything really long, but usually we would specify which one it is.
In Australia we call these texters.
Texters?
I don't know why, but yeah.
Making text.
Maybe.
That's
Yeah.
smart. Well, in South Africa, we call them cookies.
Cookies.
But I think it's derived from like an Afrikaans word, cookie.
Cookies. Sounds so cute.
I've never heard that before.
It's like all the like marker pens is cookies.
Actually, the more thinner ones, we call them cookies. But we still call these ones cookie, even though some people would say whiteboard marker. Majority, it is cookie.
In the US, we say sidewalk.
In the UK, we would say pavement.
In Australia we call this a footpath.
In South Africa, we would also say footpath or pavement.
We also have footpath, but it means something else. Usually it's like public footpath, so like hiking, but kind of like hiking and you would walk through the countryside and stuff. We would call it a footpath.
Like trails?
Trails, yeah.
So yeah, so it's not like a pavement, it's more countryside kind of thing.
I always hear sidewalk, walk on the sidewalk, don't walk on the road. But yeah, footpath never. Pavement is just like the pavement,
actual
like
name.
the actual
Yeah.
pavement.
Maybe cookies.
I was gonna say
Cookies.
yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, just because I've never heard that word before.
Yeah.
I think when I came here, I used that term because I'm a teacher. I use that term in class.
Oh.
And they were like, what is a cookie?
Oh, really?
I had to learn that you have to say marker.
That's cool.
Yeah, the cozies word, interesting. That's a new term that I learned as well.
I think footpath, I think maybe I heard it like once before, but it's kind of interesting to hear like the different words. So today we talked about some word differences.
If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you again very soon.
Bye.